Hello friends, scrapping in my sleep here with you. Today is my big craft room tour. I'm so excited to share it with you. Here's the overview when I walk in the door. So this is my wall of wonderful and a nice window for some natural light. I have my desk here and then my beautiful sprays and mists and color pops and Nouveaux and all of that, and then back to the door. So I'm going to go over in this first video this half over here, and then in the next video I will do all of these really wonderful drawers. I got these drawer systems from scrapbook.com. And the big units are Better Homes and Gardens. And I had to kind of make these fit in here. I don't have the backs on them. I just have the sides and the drawers. And they're working just fine. Some of them are a little tight, but they're supposed to be for calyx units, which I guess are just a smidge bigger. But they work fine for me. So today we're gonna go over this section over here. Behind my door, I'm storing all of my stamps in these over-the-door shoe organizers. So I have most of them stored in Avery L pockets. So I have all of my alphabets here with this label, and then we go into my numbers. Down here we have two sections of shapes and then small words. I've got a lot of those. They're kind of bursting out of their pockets, but stamps are something I use, but not all the time. So I want them accessible, but not in my way. So I felt like this was a way to have them all out, but not take up a bunch of real estate in my room. And I can find them very easily. Some of them are a little tight in here, but really I can flip through them pretty easily and see what I have. So that is my stamps. Then I have in this top little section, I have some of my crocodile punches, or I'm not sure what these are called actually, but the ones with the multi punches. So I keep those here. They're big and bulky and they didn't fit with my other punch storage, so I keep those there, as well as my stencils. And my stencils I just have in either 6x6 page protector or 6x8, and then I just have them on 2 rings, so I can just easily flip through to the one I want and pull it out. And then I have my larger stencils in this scrapbook.com large storage envelope, just with a binder clip hanging up there. So again, easily accessible when I need them, but when I don't, they're out of the way. So I can just close my door and I don't even think about them. This closet I'm not going to show you. It's a hot mess right now, but it has all of my fabric, my yarn, all of the supplies for other crafts besides just scrapbooking and paper crafting, which I like to do the best. But I like to have that stuff because I like to do crafts with my daughters, and so I like to keep that stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that's been around for a really long time, 20 years or more, and it's silly to get rid of it because you never know when you're going to use it again. So if I have a place to store it, awesome, and I don't have to think about it. Now, this tray doesn't look very nice right now because I have a lot of projects that I'm going to work on. I'm going to make one of those ink carousels that I've seen for YouTube videos for. So I have all the things for that here. I have some pages that need to go in page protectors on this shelf and this shelf. And then I have a paper cutter, some extra supplies, extra containers that are just empty. And then on the top here, this is where I keep just an extra tray for when I want to spread my embellishments out, but keep them contained somewhat. My T-square ruler and a notebook for ideas. And then I keep all of my small, non-thicker, like tiled letters and all the small ones here within easy reach. And then this is a little unorganized right now, but it has enamel shapes and wood veneer from Color Cast Designs. We've got some acrylics, some epoxies, just a little bit of everything in here. It doesn't really go with any other category necessarily, so I keep it here on my desk or beside my desk so that I can grab for them and not forget that I have them. Now let's take a little peek at this wonderful wall. I love this so much. These are storage shelves from Amazon. There are two shelves and I just butted them up against each other. There are two that are a little bigger in dimension, wider, so I can fit actually 3 bottles, 1, 2, 3 out. These are just really small shelves and they only fit 1 bottle out. So I have so many sprays and things that are just old and I don't want to get rid of them because they still work and I love them. But I didn't really want them out front and center because they're not like super pretty or whatever. So I love the rainbowness of this. I have all of my Tim Holtz Distress inks and oxides on the top shelf, just the color families that I have. And then my paints are on the bottom shelf or below that. Then behind all of those, do you guys remember these? October afternoon sprays, so old, but they still work. So why get rid of them? Let me set those down and I'll show you the row behind that is my Mr. Huey sprays. So again, these shelves are great because I can keep them all in one place, but I don't have to look at them all, right? I get to look at the pretty ones, the ones I want to look at and play with. So even if I never play with this wall, I love it so much. Just looking at it, it makes me happy. So, all right, the next shelf, I have some Nouveaux. Nouveaux are a little bit bigger, so I can only fit 2 of those on a shelf, but I have 6 of those altogether. And then on this shelf is all of my Heidi Swapp color shines. Behind those, I have, just mismatched sprays. So I've got some Kaiser Craft, Avery L. I've got several dilutions in there. But again, the Heidi Swapp Rainbow Order ones are just pretty and I wanted those in the front. So this is my beautiful, happy, I feel like, you know, when you go into a candy store and everything's just beautiful and arranged so pretty and you want it all. This feels like my candy wall. I love it so much. Okay, next shelf. All of my color vibes and my spritzes from Shimmer's Paints. I have 1 colorings, or, oh, I'm sorry. I have 3 colorings. I didn't realize those 2 were colorings. Okay, so all of those fit there nicely. And then my Nouveau drops. So I have some of the Dream drops. Here are my vintage drops. I just love looking at them. Look how pretty. Glitter drops, and then, what are these? Just the crystal drops, and then the jewel drops down there. And then all of my pops of color from scrapbook.com. And my old stickles, so old. This is, I don't even know where I got this. It's probably from, oh, it says 2013. So it's just about 10 years old. Not that bad. Okay, so that's my wonderful wall of colorful goodness, rainbow goodness. All right, then jumping around to my desk. My desk is just a made-up desk. It is not stuck together. This is 100% movable. But I knew I didn't want a small desk. I need lots of room to work when I like to spread out and have everything in front of me. So this tabletop is perfect for me, but I knew I would want some shelving on either side of me. And actually, I have reused a lot of the things from my old craft room. To take it back a little bit, when I started crafting almost 20 years ago, since then I've moved craft rooms like 5 or 6 times. And so I have a lot of storage that I've kept reusing, and several storages, honestly, that I've just had to replace with other things because they fit my needs better. Like once you've started scrapping, you know what you need and what you work best with. So I like drawers. I like baskets that I can pull out and then put away, so my space stays somewhat tidy, except for that shelf, which drives me crazy. But I don't know where else to put that stuff. So, okay, so my desk. These units here are from Michaels, and I got them when they were 40% off several years ago now. But they're fantastic. This top one has all of my page protectors, and I have it so that they are by label, 12 by 12, and then 4 by 6 vertical, horizontal. My mixed page protectors here. And then if I zoom right over here, in this square right here is where I keep all my extras. So I don't often use 4 by 6 albums, but if I need, those page protectors are over there, and 8 by 10s and the odd sizes. All right, now how I keep my ephemera, which is the next drawer in this unit. Sorry, I'm not used to holding the camera, guys. I hope I'm not making you sick. I'm choosing to keep my ephemera that is not collection specific, or if I've used a whole collection and I have little bits and pieces left over, I am storing them. And these I'll pull out, by the way, which is really awesome. I'm storing them in the little photo boxes by theme. So in this box, I have my animals, my shapes, and then in the back row, it's tags and tablets, calendar things, and organization. So in each of these, I will have them broken down into subcategories. So woodland animals, whales and water animals, jungle animals, etc., etc. And then in that category, I will just keep whatever, like this one even has some sequins and things in it. But then I know if I need a water animal, I just come to this little section, done. So I have, this one is full of ephemera, and I have 1, 2, those are full of ephemera front and back. And then this one has just a few in the front. And then it has like a little desk section in the back. All right, and then in this drawer is where I'm keeping my thickers. They're by color order. I have my multicolored first, and then whites, golds, blacks, browns, all in here. And in this section, I have some phrase stickers in the front, and then all of my colorful longer stickers. So I even have some flat stickers in here, but they're all color coordinated, which works best for me. So that is that side. And then I have my cute little chair that I love, my little rolly chair. But because this is a homemade desk and I'm short, I have to have a little stool for my feet because my feet don't touch the floor. But that's okay. Sacrifice of crafting, right? Okay. In this little drawer then, in the first section here, I have some more ephemera. These are baking and kitchen and food type ephemera. Then I've got my large date stamp because I like to use it, but I don't want it sitting out. In the back here, I have my baby wipes, some foam, some candies in those little boxes over there, and little notepad desk type things. And then again, this drawer has ephemera, and usually this is not sitting here, so I can just grab in there for whatever I need. This system works out great for me because I don't necessarily scrapbook by theme, but when I want something that's home related, I want to know right where to go to find it. So this works out great for me. In this bottom section, oh, it's just empty. It has a few extras, so that's cool. This is my bag. When I'm working through a kit or something, there are inevitably things that are just not my style. And so instead of continuing to put them back in the kit and then look at them again next time and still not like them, I just stick them in the Ziploc baggie and then I donate them. All right. For the top of my desk, I have 2 glass mats, which I love because, again, I like to spread out. And in this case, this desktop was not especially pretty. Like, it's old and it's got stains on it that won't come off. And so just having the glass mats cover that just makes it look a little prettier and more fun to work on. And then I have 2 more sets of shelving units here, which sits a little lower since it doesn't have this desktop on top of it. So I just put my Martha Stewart mixed media mat here and my Gemini. And then I know I said I was going to do the top, but now I'm over here, so we'll just go with the flow. So this section right here, the top 2 sections are dies. Since my Gemini is here, I wanted to make everything easily accessible. So I have all of my dies in these refrigerator containers and little envelopes, and they are all labeled. And then I have embossing folders over there. I have my old Big Shot and little We Are Memory Keepers die cutting machine in there, and all of my plates. And then the last little cubes here are ephemera for my big collectors. This is how, for my big designers, excuse me. This is how I used to store them in my old room. I've since come up with a new way, but I'm not going to redo all this since it's already like this. So once I use these up, from then on, I'm going with my new system, which I will show you tomorrow or in the next video when I do my wall of wonderful behind me. So the way I used to do it was, for example, this is a little sad, guys. I mean, it's a little embarrassing, honestly. This whole box, and it is jam-packed, like jam-packed, is full of Maggie Holmes ephemera, the whole thing. And then my paper for Maggie Holmes, I'll show you, is on the other side of my desk. So this whole box is, well, not the whole box. This one has Cocoa Vanilla in the front, some Simple Stories, and then over here is Jen Hadfield, maybe? What is this? My Mind's Eye. So I will put all the papers together, and then I'll just take all the ephemera and things and stick them in one spot. This actually does not go. Oh yeah, it does. These are for the Gemini, these things. And then this is all Heidi Swap. So that's that. And then these 2 are just paper pads. Insane amount of paper pads. So I have in mind to start making page kits because I love watching that type of video. So put in the comments below if you would like to see me make some page kits with these paper pads, my loose ephemera that we just looked at on this side of my desk. That'd be kind of fun to do together. Okay, since we're talking about those collections, we're going to come over here. This is a little bit scary. It looks a little frightening, but this is where, in my old system, I would keep my collections. So this section right here is all Simple Stories. These are just my extra envelopes for how I'm storing my systems or my collections now. And this whole entire, minus this mess of cords, is my Maggie Holmes. Really sad. It's embarrassing. All right, then I keep all my card making things down here. I have all my 8.5 by 11 cardstock, my envelopes and things. I don't do that a lot, so I keep that stuff under there. It's not easily accessible, but I also don't do it that often. So, all right, this closet is a little frightening. I will give you a peek inside. This is a very old house. And so this closet is, I mean, you can hardly get in it. It's so tiny. And at the top, like nothing fits up there, right? So I'm storing my 6x8 albums in the back. This is a hot mess. All of these bins are pictures that need to be, or albums that need to be done. Whoa. And then I keep my punches and other things on here. I don't use them that often, but I want to have them. So it's accessible enough and it's out of the way and not cluttering up my hobby room. So that is the scary closet. So I have two nice big closets in here, actually. It's a very nice room. I'm super thankful for it. I got this room actually because, well, my daughter went on a 6-month trip to Africa. And the day she left, I was thinking, her room is so nice and bright. And the very next weekend, my husband and I were moving my stuff in, her stuff out. So, Hannah, I love you, but your room is really nice. And I'm thankful for it. Thanks for giving it up for me. All right, let's get back to this top desk, and then we will be done with today's video. But don't forget to come back for the Wall of Wonderful. All right, on my desktop, I don't like a lot of things on my desktop. When I'm working, I will have my paper, whatever collection I'm working on, the paper will be here, or I will keep it on this top level right here. Like, so for example, one of the last ones I was doing was color study, and it looks like I forgot to put the paper away with the rest of the collection. So I can keep my paper in there, and then I will have like baskets out or little trays full of my other stuff so that when I'm done working, I can stack my bins up and put them away so it looks nice in here. Now, does that always happen? No. Sometimes I'm working and I don't want to put it all away, so it stays on my desk for weeks. But today was a good day. I got it all done. Okay, so recording stuff here, my iPad, coffee, of course. I keep my trimmer out all the time. I have some foam tape, some tearaway tape. This is where I keep all of my inklings and colorings and shimmerings. I have those and those. They fit really nicely in these little cases and they're all contained. So I like that. I keep some random enamel dots and flare badges and that sort of thing here, along with some twine, some cards for, you know, mixed media or whatever. And then on this little Lazy Susan, I just have some galvanized pails with my misters and my staplers, some water pens. I keep my clippers here because I can't stand to have nails that are ragged. A little black ink pad, distresser, some black ink, just the basics. A ruler, pokey tools. One of my favorite, I love this little thing. This little spoon for shaker pockets. I love this so much. It's so cute. So all of that kind of thing is in there. Easy to reach, yet it doesn't clutter up my desk too much. And then I can just look up here and see this wonderful wall of color, which I love. So we started here. We will end here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to come back next time for an overview of this cabinet and the Wall of Wonderful. See you next time.